Now, all this week, we are revealing some of the results of our exclusive Loose Women Love Survey, tackling some of the most intimate issues in your relationships. And today we're talking about something very relevant right now. Over 10% of the people surveyed believe that the pandemic has stopped them from finding the one. So what do you think? Should every partner you meet, be the potential one? Should we be looking for the one?
Well, some people would be looking for anyone.
She looked at you then, Cole. Did you notice?
She did look at me.
I tried not to look at Coleen, but my head went that way. I hate that phrase, the one. I think when you meet someone, you just think, you look at everything that they're saying, they're doing, and you're just constantly re-evaluating. But what I resent about the last year is that our options were suddenly whipped away from us. And we've just spent a whole year living under Boris's rules, and we're still not quite out of it yet. And all the single people I talk to say that they had to make a big decision if they were in any kind of relationship at the beginning of all this. They had to learn the C word, compromise. Ooh. So are you going to stay with the person you're with and perhaps it'll be annoying and irritating, but you've got companionship, or it might, God forbid, just turn out fantastically and you get on really well with them? Or will you make a break, dump them because they, don't look like the one or even Mr. or Mrs. 10, 15, 20%. And if you have spent the last year by yourself, it's been really lonely. Of course, there's upsides to it.
But Coleen, you've been on
yes,
dating sites, haven't you? And did find somebody that you were talking to.
Yeah.
Did you feel that it was a good thing in some ways, that there's lockdown, that you do get to talk a lot with people?
Oh my God, absolutely. Because that's all you've got. And actually, I found out, and he certainly found out, everything about me within the 6 months that we were talking. And it was nice for me, lockdown was boring and it was lovely to have someone to chat with and flirt with. But it's just, now lockdown's ended, it hasn't worked out.
But it hasn't put you off?
No, Ruth, it hasn't put me off. I am back out there and I'm already speaking to somebody very lovely.
Oh, good.
I'll let you know when things progress.
But Judi, are you always looking for the one? Do you even like that expression?
I don't really like the term the one. I think it puts so much pressure and expectation on that one person. And I really feel like, previously when I was single, I felt like sometimes when you was really lonely and wanting that person, it was more about the stuff that I was missing within myself. And that's my own personal experience, not for anybody else. And that's something I had to take time and reflect on. So I feel like it just puts out too much expectation, when in fact, maybe we should be looking at ourselves and feeling like, maybe I'm the one for me. Yeah. And we was talking about
that's what I was
in power.
That's what I was saying earlier. The nice thing for me now at this age, and having gone through 2 divorces, and I'm really content on my own. I don't need anybody. You know what I mean? I'm self-sufficient, all of those things. And that's a really nice feeling. So if the person isn't right, I'm not thinking, well, I better stick with him because he's the only one I'm talking to. Or so it's a really nice feeling of knowing that actually you can wait until it is the right one for you. Yeah. And if it's not, I'm OK.
Do you think, Janet, some people panic into believing or saying this person's the one, even though deep down they know actually it doesn't tick this box or that box,
well,
but they don't want to be on their own?
When I got married, I always thought they're the one as of today. I never, this week, I don't think long term. I just think now I'm happy with each day as it comes. But I do think for Coleen, she lives in a house full of people, so she's not experiencing that loneliness. Yeah. Whereas if you, before COVID, if you lived with a person or you were, your relationship had got to the point where you're considering living with them, and then you split up, then you've had a really grim year. And also the people I know who are single are finding it quite difficult to meet anyone else.
I think, look, as you said about the word compromise, I like to use the word balance, because there's, some people will hear this saying where they say half a man is better than no man. And I don't believe in that, because I think you might pick up the half that is really bad. And I think Don't get me wrong. I
Yeah,
understand
that's good, though. That's a good saying.
Just what I'm saying. So I understand about the loneliness, but I feel like for me right now, in previous, it's about putting that time back into myself and being single in power, and building those confidence so that you can, attract what you want.
Exactly.
That's the best thing. Attract something that you actually want because what you're putting out there.
And also, I think to stop judging if somebody is on their own, to stop judging that they do need to find someone. As soon as my divorce papers came through, people going, oh, I wonder who you'll meet next, and I can't, you should try this app. And I was thinking,
Gosh, give me a
I'm
break.
okay, actually, on my own.
Yeah.
My
I like
kids even are like, Mum, we can't leave home till you've met someone because we can't bear you being on your own. And I'm like, guys, I'm fine, I've got 3 goats.
But that's because you give so much. You give a lot. So I feel like it would be nice for us who are, single to have that person who is about us.
Yeah, or cares about you.
Cares about us and about us.
But that person, Judi, will come with a lot of their own issues and be really boring. And then, so it's not all like the upside of the one or Mr. 70%. The downside is you have to listen to their choice in radio, their choice in
So it's got to be the right person. I like my person. I like that. I don't like the one, but I like my person because that's my person for now.
We need to go out.
Well, we hope you find your person very
Thank you.
soon, guys. My person's going to be here with me tomorrow, actually. Should be interesting. Yeah, loose loved ones tomorrow.